If you're wondering, should I start learning 3D and become a 3D artist, or should I even continue learning 3D, this video is for you. Because in this video we will find out why people use 3D, what is its value, and is it easy to replace? And will 3D artists lose their jobs due to the development of AI? Watch this video until the end because the conclusion will shock you. AI will replace all beginners in 3D, or designers with little or average experience. As a 3D artist with 4 years of experience, I also asked myself the question, will we go extinct? I mean, we've all seen videos about AI and what AI can do, and let's face it, they are pretty impressive. Sure, they have some problems, but obviously the big AI corporations that receive millions and millions of dollars from Microsoft or other companies, they could solve these problems in 1 or 2 years maximum. But to learn 3D or any other skill and become a real professional will take at least 2-3 years of hard work. And this may seem very sad and overwhelming, but don't rush to quit and delete your software, because in reality everything is not as bad as it seems. Why is this? To understand this, let's learn a little history. And you may ask, how can history help us solve the problem with AI and job loss? But this is actually not the first time in history that people have worried about losing their jobs or businesses due to technological development. For example, during the Industrial Revolution, the introduction of mechanical weaving and spinning machines in England led to massive unemployment among handloom, weavers and spinners. And a group of workers even began to destroy them in protest against job losses and bad working conditions. Agriculture also suffered. The creation of mechanical machines such as combines and tractors reduced the need for manual labor, and all the people who worked in the fields and harvested crops began to move to the cities in search of work. And we don't need to dig so deep into history. In the second half of the 20th century, with the advent of computers and data processing software, the need for a large number of accountants, clerks and office workers decreased. But as we can see today, the work of an office worker or accountant has not disappeared. Or in a very recent example, about 20 years ago, the advent of online shops such as Amazon led to the closure of many traditional stores and job losses in the industry. And some of them went bankrupt, and some stayed. So we see that throughout history people have constantly faced the problem of losing their jobs due to the creation of new technologies, and we are not the first and definitely not the last to face this problem. And we can also see that some people lost their jobs or went broke due to changing technology, and some stayed and even developed further. So another question arises: what separates those who lose from those who win? And how to not only survive, but also take advantage of this and use the opportunity to grow and prosper. And to answer this question, we need to understand why 3D is so important and why people use it. 3D technologies are used in various fields, and they bring great value. For example, in the automotive and aviation industry, 3D technologies are used for printing of parts and prototyping, which helps reduce the time and cost of developing new models, and also helps improve the accuracy and quality of parts. In agriculture and construction, 3D is used to create scale models of buildings, as well as for 3D printing of building elements, which makes it possible to visualize projects and improve planning and communication between architects and builders. 3D is also used in medicine, for example in surgery for creating anatomical models, planning operations or printing implants, which increases the accuracy of surgical interventions and reduces the risk of errors. Also, almost every popular film cannot do without VFX and 3D modeling of characters and objects, which allow us to see such beautiful landscapes as this one. And even the t-shirt you're wearing right now could have been created using 3D technology, which is used to design, render and customize clothing. Do you want to create a new revolutionary product? Well, here you also can't do without 3D technologies, because without a 3D designer your idea remains only an idea in your head if you don't have the opportunity to visualize your product and show it to the public or to the manufacturer in the factory. So we see that 3D is very valuable and widely used in many niches, and this gives us an idea of what will be easy to replace and what will be very difficult to replace. For example, in medicine and the creation of implants or surgical visualization, AI will not be able to replace a person for a very long time, because this requires incredible accuracy and professionalism, and it's unlikely that AI will become a replacement, because people's lives depend on it. Also, when creating a 3D model for games, AI will not soon be able to replace humans, because for this you need to have a good love for detail, while maintaining a low number of polygons. Also, when creating an individual project, for example, a 3D model of a building, or creating a 3D model of a new product based on another person's idea, because no AI can replace communication between people even after 100 years, because only a person can understand the thoughts, emotions, and ideas of another person, and no machine, robot, or no matter what humanity has yet come up with, it cannot replace a person in this. But there are professions and niches in which AI can easily replace 3D designers. For example, AI can easily replace animators, and besides, there is already AI that can animate characters by tracking movement from video, which can put many animators out of work. And also, AI can easily replace 3D designers who create landscapes and environments. And some AI are able to create a landscape based again on a video that was made in real life. But there is also good news for environment creators, because AI cannot yet create decent custom environments. And from this we can conclude that 3D designers will be difficult to replace, but as we see from these examples, it will be difficult to replace only professionals, who already have experience in using 3D software and creating 3D models, as well as experience in communicating and understanding clients. And to not only survive but also to prosper, we need to adapt. For example, during the creation of tractors, many lost their jobs, but those who learned to use a tractor for planting and harvesting remained. During the creation of computers, many accountants lost their jobs, but those who adapted and learned to use a computer for work survived. With the advent of websites, many stores went bankrupt, but those who survived were those who adapted and created a website to develop their business and attract even more customers. And we as 3D artists and designers also need to adapt and use AI as a tool that will help us develop and simplify our lives instead of complicating it. For example, if we are creating an animation where is a character, we can use AI to create a rig, or even to animate it. Or we can use AI to create realistic textures. Or after a long-awaited render, we can use AI for post-processing. So from this video we can draw one conclusion, that most likely AI will replace all beginners in 3D, or designers with little or average experience. But you shouldn't quit because of this. Because those who AI can't replace is professionals, who know how to adapt. So you can safely start or continue to develop in 3D to become a professional and be irreplaceable in what you do. Just continue to develop in the niche that you have chosen and in which you are good, while gaining experience, and not only in creating 3D models, but also in communicating and understanding clients and believing in God. And if you're interested in developing in Blender and create a decent portfolio to attract your first client, I have courses where you can learn step by step on how to create a portfolio that will present you as a professional and show what value you can provide for your clients, which will help you attract the right audience to your services. Just click on the link below and get your first month of learning for free. And also don't forget to click like and subscribe button to see more videos like this.